I always say, if you're making a stew, don't bother browning the onion. But this is the exception to the rule.
OK.
I've got two soups here for you. Let's start this one here. This is a chestnut and bacon soup. Now, in here...
that sounds like it would be a nice one for Christmas, chestnut and bacon soup.
Yeah, it's quite a hearty meal, as Eamon said. It's not a thin soup, it's a chunky soup.
Boxing Day, maybe.
Absolutely. So, in this pan here, I've got bacon or pancetta, whatever you like, and I'll give it a real nice bit of colour. Now, that's the point. This is where the flavour comes from here, and it looks very, very dark, but that's fine. To that, I'm going to add turmeric. Now, this gives it a nice bit of colour, but also a nice background flavour as well. A spicy flavour without being hot. That lovely sort of, what I call a fill-in flavour. You don't know what it's there, but it's there. Then, parsnips, they go in. Bit of onion, they go in as well. Chopped, very, very fine chopped onions.
Do you have to fry the onion with the bacon then?
No, because what happens is it will burn.
Oh, OK.
So that's why we need to get a bit of colour at the start. And to be honest with you, in this soup, look at the colour already. Look at that, it's beautiful. But because that meat is already browned and released its fat, there's a lot of flavour to start with. This is slightly different, we'll come on to in a second. Then add a bit of garlic, that goes in as well. So nice bit of chunkiness and a bit of flavour, and it smells delicious. Then a bit of celery. Now, a lot of people don't like celery. I'm not a particular lover of it, but in soups I quite like it. But it just gives the whole thing a real nice body. Then, here I've got 1 10-gram stock cube, vegetable stock cube.
Why do you never... See, I would always think you have to add water and have your stock as liquid. So you always just put the stock cube in?
Add water to it.
Oh, OK.
It's the same thing.
You don't have to melt it first?
No, because you're going to simmer this for probably about 20 minutes. It's going to come out anyway. So that goes in. Potatoes to give the whole thing a bit of body. Sweet potato worked equally well, but we've done sweet potatoes quite a bit recently. And this is the magic ingredient here. This is vac-packed chestnuts. Now, these are chestnuts that have been peeled and vac-packed and partially cooked.
Oh, life is too short to do it yourself. Have you done it? Well, of course you've done it yourself, but it's a nightmare.
When I was a young chef,
again.
we did 2 sacks. It would take us 2 days.
Oh, and your fingers are cut to shreds.
No. No, if it's too short.
So you're not chopping them up into little... Will it break up, then?
Yeah, they will break up slightly.
OK.
Now, to that, I'm going to add water, as we just said already. In it goes, like that. And you want to just literally bring that to the boil and simmer that for about 15 to 20 minutes. And over here, you'll see that is how it ends up. And what I've done there...
Have you zhuzhed it?
No, what I've done is used a potato masher and just broke up some of the vegetables. So you don't puree it too much, but it's there. Eamon, do you want to spoon that out for your gorgeous wife?
It means into the bowl, darling, not
into one of those there.
You're just going straight in there, weren't you?
Have you ever got plunked on the head with a ladle?
Do you know what? I once chased a boy, so he knocked my sandcastle down. I whacked him on the back with one of those.
I could believe that.
He's never forgotten.
Where am I going to put this, Phil?
Into one of those little brown bowls there.
Well, that's the bowl.
Yeah.
I thought that was for, like, the nuts and the
Now, I want to show you this.
That sounded quite... I thought, is that not real on the bottom? I thought that...
It's cream.
Oh, why?
Now, to serve with this soup, I've got here an oil. Now, I was going to show you this. It's what we made earlier. In here, I've got olive oil with ginger. Green ginger I've just softened. And in here, I've got a bit of allspice curry powder and cumin seeds. In that goes. And you just want to warm that oil up and give it a minute.
Yeah.
And it produces
and
a fabulous oil.
Put it into the soup?
Yeah, and here's the oil here. So we haven't burnt that. We've just given it a bit of flavour, and the oil just goes on top.
That's the chefy bit, see?
It's like a curry oil, but it will give it a really nice kick.
Do you like it?
For you? What do you need to get involved for?
Right.
Come on, share nicely. Don't get that down your jacket.
What was that oil?
Just a bit of curry, a bit of cumin, a little bit of allspice. It just gives the whole... If you stir it all in...
Yeah.
OK?
Yeah,
right, here's...
that,
Now, this is the next soup I'm talking about. This is a chowder of
what does
sweet
chowder
corn.
mean? Does it have to have sweet corn in it?
No, it just means it's normally a thickened soup that is chunky, but you thicken it with flour and water. I haven't done that here because I want to keep it quite light. But generally speaking, it has fish or sweet corn, but also potatoes. And you also cook with a little bit of milk as well if you want that. But the secret here is to make sure that you actually brown the cauliflower and brown the corn first. Now, all I've done is taken off these ears of corn and put them into a little bit of oil, and it goes like popping corn. It will pop like popcorn. But as it pops...
I'd be scared of burning it, though.
No, it's fine. As you cook it in a bit of oil, you'll see it gives a really beautiful, beautiful smell, but also colour. It releases that sweetness. Now, cauliflower as well...
Could you use a tin?
You can.
Yeah.
You can do that, but it just takes it a bit longer because it's in
water.
water.
What does it smell of?
It smells of popcorn.
It smells like caramelised corn or something, yeah.
So you're actually popping that corn.
Do you know if you have a hamster and you keep it in a cage? Sort of, it's a bit like a rabbit hutch.
Should we just have a proper conversation? So anyhow, but also, the point about any vegetable soup is if you can brown the vegetables or reduce them or give them a bit of colour, you intensify that flavour.
That's where your flavours come from.
So, cauliflower's in, the sweet corn. In go the onions, they go in. A little bit of garlic, not too much. And that goes. A little bit of stock cube, again, a 10-gram stock cube. A little touch of water.
And is that vegetables?
It's always vegetables. Yeah. Making it chowder. Potatoes go in, look at that. And you want to simmer that down for around
It's lovely.
for around about 15 to 20 minutes. And hey presto, you will end up with...
What's the green stuff?
Now, I just popped a little bit of spinach in there, just to give the whole thing a bit of colour, a bit of flavour. I haven't thickened it.
So it's the potato that's
Thanks, love.
thickened
Thank you very much.
And if you break it down with a masher as well,
Yeah.
just to break it up slightly,